that whip, yo, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night, cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot, cause we just like the flowers. Tell you the truth with all that goody power. Spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. From the top of I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. Shawty must know I'm the man. My money lover like a #1 fan. Don't open my mouth, let her talk to my fans. My Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands. My paper planes making a dance. Dance, I'm like that's part of my. We building castles that's made out of. She's amazing, I'm fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a little closer? Time to get this maximum wage that belong on a poster. I'm in the days that is waving at me like, damn it, I know you. You run the show like a hoster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your gopher. Spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
Right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go in the rain in Landover. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
6, mega, let's go. Cut.
They go play action with Love. Look wide, get this one complete. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Love going to give this one to Jones. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. He's marking there. And a 1st down.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. There's Okonkwo open left side. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Claude Ray. Check.
To throw is Love. Short one there to Okonkwo. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Poison rail.
It's a gain of
Red
7.
cycle.
Brings up
Classic
2nd
6.
and 3.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Jerome Ford was the intended receiver there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Jack Campbell.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Let's go. Slide, 97. Blue, yellow, 20, green, jack. Blue, yellow. Set.
On 4th down, Love. Taken in, and he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 20.
On play action, Love. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Field, 6, mega. Ready.
Here's Love to throw. That is hot. What a throw. Touchdown, Washington. His 4th TD grab of the season.
You know, it's funny, Mike, I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their way, but it's the defense that is more of a reaction.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. That's the safety, Herbie Joseph.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Here's Williams on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Lions
He'll go play action with Goff. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. That's the 3rd-round rookie pick, Isaac Taslaw. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
That's good. For Lions, 1st down.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Williams in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. We go tonight. 20.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion.
Hey, 76! 76! Shell! 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 We go! 76! 76! Done!
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That one. Amon-Ra, safe round. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Yeah, really with it. I should probably start ahead, boy, because
Blaster, 6! Ready, set!
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now pass deep for McClory. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. It's a gain of 49.
Good, 52! Right, 60! Drill green!
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready?
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. We'll get that out wide to 4. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Washington.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
52, come on, 38! Set, huh?
This is Jones. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here's 2nd and 6.
Clock, right, 97.
4 yards on the pickup.
White, white,
Second and
blue
6.
striker.
At the
Red, yellow,
14-yard
hut.
line.
Here's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Harry, Warren, touchdown, Commanders.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Williams on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
He's brought down to the 31. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
180.
Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Detroit.
11 on the play. First down, Detroit.
Goff. Looking down the field there, but his ball's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
And And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain there of 11. Good for a Lions first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And
he'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. 14-7 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Lions ball to begin the second quarter. And they are facing a second and long.
We go tonight. Like 20. Listen. 17.
Goff to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and that's going to bring up third and real long.
We go tonight. Like 20. 14. Shell. Merlin.
From the gun on third down, it's Goff. Oh, the pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The last thing you want to do here, Mike, in third and a mile is make a bad situation worse. Get the ball out of your hand, pick up as much yardage as you can, and just think about it as adding to that fourth down punt. But they take a sack, and now it's 4th and 2 miles.
And he'll get something there on the return. It will take this back to the 20-yard line.
Got it. Set, ready. Blue 32.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Second down throw for Love. That one out wide to Ford. He's got room at the 35. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the double.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
On the set. 43, drill, 52. Set.
He runs straight ahead with Jones. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Here's Love. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
fight. Here we go. Ready?
They try and run for the first down with Jones. And a nice job. They pick it up. First down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
There he goes, inside the 30, and he'll be taken down. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Washington.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is in the air? They almost turn into offensive players with their ability to track it. And this is a great example here. Wow.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Detroit.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Lions first down.
Throwing, Goff. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
180.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion.
2 for 60, 2 for 1, 2 for 1. Tiger, Tiger.
To throw is Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
First down. First down at the 16-yard line.
Merlin, Merlin. Hey, lift, 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 lift.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Talk things over before third down.
Hey, 20, 14. Hey, Shell.
To throw is Goff. Long, incomplete. Hovering, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
They'll bring St. Brown in motion.
Value three.
On fourth down, Goff. That is caught. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Bates now for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Lions draw closer here. It's 21-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Flag blue. Fuse yellow. Cut.
On first down, it's Love. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Third and inches.
Steel black. Needle red. 38. Cut.
Throwing is Love. That'll be taken in by 4. And you will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. On play action, Love. The throw on the run is complete. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now the Commanders will use their third and final timeout. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Down. Claude red. Yep, black shot. Cut.
Love to throw on first and 10. He's got it inside the 5. To the goal line and in. Jig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Washington. Here's Badgley for the extra point. He's got it. The Commanders have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. Williams now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
their own 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This is stretching it. It'll be a 68-yard attempt. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Williams on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Laporta in motion. Goff to throw on first down. This one intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Like, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
And the Lions, first down. A gain of 16 yards.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. 2nd and inches. 10
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's Gibbs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
4 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
From the gun, it's Goff. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Commanders first down.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Daquan Jones in there to drop him. That time, it's a loss of 7.
Green Jack. Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, Love going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Washington first down.
Blue
First
check.
and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Goes that on first and 10, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain.
Drill,
Brings
52.
up second and 9.
Smash, red. Slide through. Hut.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 32 yards.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready, set.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10.
Yellow. Here we go. Set. Ready.
To throw is Love. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Ready?
Third down and 10.
Claws red. Claws 10. 10.
To throw is Love. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one.
Fourth down.
And now it's fourth down.
Badgley on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their third quarter lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On first and 10, here's Goff. That's going to be caught by the rookie out of LSU. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
At the 34-yard line.
On second down, Goff. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Line 20.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Try again one. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, Goff. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Deron King. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
17.
Goff to throw. Looking down the field, but that ball's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Tiger!
To Slav, a man in motion. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. Love to throw it on 1st down. That's caught by 4. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Moving to his left. Now he'll run it. And he's out of bounds here. It's a big pickup at the end here of the 3rd quarter of play.
Got it.
1st and 10.
Black shot. Red, blue striker. Yellow, 22. Blue, go. Ready?
Here's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
6. Mega. The blaster. 6, 10.
From the gun, it's Love. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Set. Hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Just an ugly-looking kick right from the jump, Mike. I mean, it was the snap initially. That led to a bad hold. That led to a little bit of a mistiming of the kicker's steps, and you add all that up, and that's the kick you get.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. From the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll bring St. Brown in motion.
At the 44-yard line.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
Here's Goff. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
18 on the play. 1st down, Lions.
To throw is Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. A 2nd down throw for Goff. And he's very close to a touchdown. Markham just shy of the goal line.
Ric Flair.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Touchdown here in the 4th fourth quarter, Greg, they have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for two. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points.
And he gets into the end zone for the two, so it's not over yet. It's back to a two-score game.
Lions 22.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, that recovery certainly makes things a little more interesting, but you're still down 2 possessions, so you've got to work fast, score quickly, and then line back up and recover another one.
We go cut. 17. 180.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. To the outside, that's St. Brown. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Quick throw, taken in. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
A gain of 14 yards. And the Lions
From the gun, it's Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got Laporta open on the left side.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. Quickly to the outside and complete. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Williams in motion.
Now you won. Hey, kill. Yes, sir. 2 for 1. Done.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At the Commanders.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Detroit Lions. First down.
14.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now Goff. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Out of coverage. Excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Second down, goal to go. They'll run with Gibbs, and he will score. Game on. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, very big touchdown there, makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a 1-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the 4th quarter.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally as big, though. We're going to try to make it a one-score game with a two-point conversion. We're going to try to run it and give it to Gibbs. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
On the give, it's Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
White. Ready, hut.
On play action, Love. There's Okonkwo open left side. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Let's go. Drill, 52, block 40. Ready?
Here's Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right after the break. A minute 57 to go in the game. They'll drop to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He keeps it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Williams now to return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll come up for first and 10.
Tiger.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Goff to throw on first down. Now pass deep for St. Brown. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And now he loses the football. The Commanders come up with it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down.
Yellow, 22, smash, red. Black shot.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. He's got his tight end. That's a Okonkwo. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.